we will do it with my Hesekari Remnant. So they are Distinguished Admiralty, Byzantine Bureaucracy. We could try one of the different starts. There's no one of the really hard starts now. Like this would start us on a relic world, actually. Let's go with the relic world start. Relic world start is always fun. So we'll go with the relic world start. I'll just stick with my Hesekaris out of the box. Standard rule applies. We will play it on Ensign. Standard rule applies if we get 2 size 12s or 2 size 13s, we restart, but anything else we'll play through. In fact, I think the game is actually now easier. You're less subject to needing... So the thing I found already with this, since version 4, which I really like, is you're less reliant on finding multiple planets of your own type quickly, or of having to... But the payoff for that is colonizing planets that don't match your biotype is way more punishing. So what have we got? Ocean World 12. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, no. Like, just give me a decent sized planet. That's all I ask. Do we have enough? Fallen Empires, Advanced AI starts, AI of Empires. Yeah, we got 7. Yeah. Size 22 Tundra there. Let's assume we can play this out. We're on the edge of the galaxy. Okay, could be worse. Probably going to want to go central and get all of those out. So, science ship over there. Survey that. Get another science ship going. But yeah, you absolutely do want to hyper-optimize your planets. The other thing you really want to do is, if you see these pop up as starting text, take them. Because the sooner you can specialize your planets, the better. And the quickest way to make sure that you get the next level of unlocks that will give you the ability to specialize, you do seem to require the first of each of these cycles. So I'm going to get those, and we keep an eye out for the energy one, because you just want them. You need the ability to specialize. And you see that for these, you need food processing, mineral purification, and global energy management. Right, so we got that building. The other thing is luxury housing is way more important now, because that is going to drop pretty much instantly. So dropping luxury housing very quickly does you nicely for housing and amenities. It's amazing how quickly one branch of luxury housing carries you through. Your science ship. Scientists. We'll take one of the cheap 30-year-olds because we can customize them how we want. So we'll come back and we've got 100. Ministry of Defense. Council agenda speed. Do ship weapon damage in case we need him. I always like to go champion the people if we can. That early happiness boost is so useful. Pre-sapient species on that planet, right. I want you to explore there, explore there, explore there. Because I would guess some of our starting planets are in those systems. Explore there. Ooh, what we got? Size 15 ocean world and a continental. Okay, that's not bad at all. We'll let them carry on. You get over there, though. Actually, get there. Size 19. That's a 6, so that could be either our managing or ag world. I don't think you'll see these now because we've left the system. Should have checked first. They're not going to show up an expansion plan now. I mean, that's definitely going to be something for us. This is going to be our energy world. We will be optimizing this one around energy. And notice our amenities has already dropped. So the very first thing we're doing the moment we hit 400 minerals is dumping down luxury residences. Now I wonder if we do start colonizing in the middle. Or start in the middle, there's no point. We start there, we've already locked that arm out. And we're going to go there, and we're going to go there anyway. So actually that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to get to there. Whereas if we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'd actually have to go 5. So actually, that's the system we want to survey first. I do love the music in Stellaris. You carry on exploring. I'm going to carry on exploring, ideally until we hit someone. That screams neighbours over there. There's a size 21 Arctic world. That's a nice world. Okay, we want to get to that fast. Right, we need to explore this out, because if there's someone on this arm here, we need to beat them.
Council agenda ready.
I'm not going to fire up another agenda yet.
We have detected an anomaly.
Because I want to wait until we can do the exploration one. So if there's no one on this arm, we're laughing. And there's someone on that arm. Okay, yeah, no, change of plan. Change of plan. I want to lock that in as our border. In fact, depending on where they are, if we get to there, we can block them out entirely. Essentially with 1, 2, 3, effectively 4 jumps, if they're over this side, depends if they're over this side, we could actually just block them from all expansion. Right, we almost have enough. The other building I'm going to drop down straight away these days, I tend to drop down pretty much straight away, is an admin center. So I nearly always turn my home planet into a focus. We definitely want discovery.
Council agenda available.
Okay, let's give some skills out. Our Archon can get some more skills. Shipbuild speed plus 10 is good. Stability is nice. Let's give him some stability. Because we can now do our policies and edicts, gender set, chart the unknown, survey speed boost. We could do map the stars as well. It's a low cost and it's worth it, so let's do that. Do we knock out an extra
We have detected
survey
an
ship?
anomaly.
Probably not. Our head of research gets Spark of Genius. Always take Spark of Genius if you can. So effectively what we're going to do is if we can snake out that way, we can block them off from expanding and then focus on what we've got. Even if we can't block them off, locking in that as a planet is going to give us a nice set of early starter planets.
Anomalous readings registered.
And the next thing we will fling down on here is actually some alloys, especially as we bumped into someone early. I do find alloy is the real early game challenge again. Right, you are going to need to go there. Sort our fleets out while waiting. Ship designs, take off auto, protector of eternity. It's a nice name. Yeah, let's see they're surveying that now.
Registered.
We'll go with a mixed set of weapons. We will remove that because we're not going to need it. We're going to want afterburners in there. They've changed about power balances on this, which is nice. You can't just slam in afterburners straight away. I feel like Protector of Eternity is the wrong name. Let's call them Swift. Swift of Fire. Let's delete you. Our fleet, we will flip to being Swift of Fire class. We are going to want 30 of you. But we won't reinforce into that yet because we need this down.
Knowledge is the key.
Yeah,
to
they're
the
pushing
universe.
surveying around here, so we really need to get this going. Give me some naval capacity. Extra traits. Didn't have Roma. Survey speed boost.
System survey concluded.
Right, you get me that one. They're already
System
there,
survey
fine. But
concluded.
if we can get it, we will. Where do we reckon they are? I mean, we do need to get some planets down. Okay, you do a quick flyby. Let's see if we can work out where they are. Ah, they've beaten us. No, I think that's still survey. I think that's still survey. We might be alright.
Construction completed.
I'm not going to provoke them because I'd rather have them as allies if we can. Okay, next building we're going to pop down here is actually get some alloys going. Because we're going to start... So, we start with a whole bunch now of civilians. And civilians aren't unemployed pops, they're just doing generic civilian jobs. So you get an allowance for that on every planet now. But they can also be converted into workers. So you do want to gradually over time turn them into workers. But it's a handy way of knowing that it's not like instantly the moment you run out of jobs for people, you're in trouble. They must be desert type. That's got to be one of their worlds. They must be down here then. This is going to be close. They're there. Is that us?
System survey concluded.
Or is that them? That's us. So they're surveying around there. They must have started there then. Yeah, there they are. Okay, you've got to figure they've probably surveyed that and they've just pinged a construction ship over to it. So I'll tell you what, you go survey that, because if we get in that, they'll never jump 2 systems. So that's going to give them their 3 home planets and no more.
Construction completed.
Yeah, they've got Starbase down there. That will be a construction. Yeah, so they're building out there. We need that one, and we need that one. Don't technically need that one, but we'll survey in case there's anything nice there. That means you need to be expanded, because we'll base our fleets out of there.
Construction completed.
They spawned really close. They did spawn really close. The desert preference, I'm guessing, because of those two desert worlds. That's a nice planet. And five society research is not an anomaly, is not to be sniffed at. Take the research alternatives. Yeah, I think we probably do nab that. Not least because I get annoyed at untidy borders. And it would set them up for a single jump out that way. So we do kind of need it. Right, while you're here, explore that. Explore that. And explore that. And then I want you to head back over here. Survey that, because we are going to push that one. You get over there and build there.
System survey concluded.
I think we probably do nab that.
Construction completed.
You, I want 2 shipyards and crew quarters. Let's move you up to there.
Research concluded.
Now we're not generating a lot of minerals now. We do have access to a mineral planet, or we will do shortly. Let's get 2 more generated districts down. Ooh, colony development now is actually the best time we can have colony development.
Construction completed.
Hello. I mean, we kind of have to nab that, don't we? Is there anyone out this way? Okay, I'll tell you what, you carry on surveying in that direction, because we don't have to get those yet. Let's send you back to there, and you lock that in. And let's get ourselves another construction ship. Good morning, Sinith. Because we do need to get some planets down here.
Situation log has been updated.
You lot can upgrade.
Ship upgrades applied.
Right, you're building that, so we can actually do that.
Anomalous readings registered. Research concluded.
Do we go Corvette build cost now? We're about to spam out a lot of Corvettes. Again, it probably is the best time for it, but we are also about to spam out a lot of Corvettes, so let's go for armor.
Construction completed.
Probably get those stations down. I don't really want to... Mind you, that 5 is a single place, so grab that. Also, you are going to need to build a colony ship. Yay, comet sighted. I love that this is the only game where a comet sighted.
Construction completed.
I have noticed now that because you do need to push quite a bit on a, like, depending on how you specialise your start planet, minerals is nearly always my actual short early game resource.
Completed.
I'm not going to provoke them,
Anomalous readings registered.
because I wouldn't mind an initial non-aggression pact with them.
System survey
Because
concluded.
we can't do anything useful with their planets to begin with. Right, that's surveyed, so now we can grab it
Construction
quickly when we need to.
completed.
I could spend some trade. I like that energy and trade are now separate values. I think that is catching a lot of people out though, because you do now need to actually properly think about building trade worlds. Which a lot of people just don't do. Right, so we've still got some civilians left. I feel like right now we do want the second set of alloy foundries down. We have bumped
encountered
into
spaceborne
someone.
life forms.
But who? Bunch of tomb wolves. Okay, that's not actually people, that's fine.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
See, look, there we go. See, now we get food farming things, and the moment you get this, I'm going to take this over the pop growth boost.
System survey concluded.
Right, we need to get some planets down. So, the last thing you can do before we dismantle this shipyard is get a colony ship out. Well, you think about 4.0, is it solid enough that I can morally justify paying Paradox for Biogenis? I think right now that they're into 6 hot fixes in, I really, really, really like what they've done with 4.0. It's different. It does, if you're used to playing old Stellaris, it takes a bit of a while to get your head around the new way the resourcing works, which is what we're talking about now. And I think one of the reasons I like it is because I have always played Stellaris the way they now not force but encourage you to play, which is to really specialize your planets. And realistically, in base game Stellaris, if you were blobbing enough, you didn't really need to specialize your planets. You could really just vibe build. Like, you might deliberately build like a research world or something like that, because you'd have access to a relic planet. That's probably going to be someone. So we do need to lock that in. I'm glad we're locking that in. But you'd actually often, I'd see people streaming it, like, yeah, on this, I'm just gonna, what building should I build now? Oh, I'll build this. And I'd be like, that planet is great for agriculture. Why are you building anything that isn't agriculture on it? But at the same time, that as a strategy meant you had to, often, the game didn't really penalize you for for colonizing lots of worlds that weren't of your people type, because you could sort of build around it. Oh fuck, we got that down just in time. We got neighbors on that border as well. We are pinched.
System survey concluded.
Good job we got over there.
System survey
but yeah,
concluded.
it really does now reward you, heavily reward you, specializing planets. And I think that's good. But I get that if you're used to just sort of vibe blobbing across the galaxy, it is a bit of a mental shift. And the move to like hundreds in
Anomalous
populations and the
readings
additions of civilians
registered.
is really nice. I like it. Right. That is... We're really going to struggle for another generator world early on. So we might actually just go with this. Is that too much? Well, I mean, we can go food world. So one of the... Well, actually, that's not too bad. We can go mining and food. So we're going to have early game energy, mining, food, probably, which is fine. That's okay. What we got out
Construction
here?
completed.
Yeah, these are all the tomb worldy bits, which we are going to want to do, but we don't need to worry about yet. You do need to move there, because you get down there. Need to remember what that one is first, though. That could be either. So, what are you better at? That's what I meant to do. They could be either as well. That's going to be... We'll build more mining worlds than we will ag worlds. So we will go... I like you can do this as well. You can just say straight away what you want it to be. And this will be... Fresh Hope. Because we are a remnant civilization, so this is almost like us taking our steps back onto the stage. Guessing CK said no. Yeah, nice, massive... They've introduced a lovely new bug into the steppes where the steppe seasons don't do anything. Can't really play as a steppe warrior when the steppes don't work. We also had a proper machine hard crashing CK3 memory overflow, which is always fun.
System survey concluded.
Right, we are going to need another colony ship. We can build that now. We'll throw that out of core and then we'll get rid of that. The other thing I think that's catching a lot of people out is the separation of trade from energy, which again, I really, really, really like. Because now you have to think about your overall economy a bit more. It's not just, can I generate infinite energy? Because actually, there's no penalty for trading that for other goods other than the cost of the goods themselves. Now you're effectively trading energy into trade as you're losing money on that transaction, and then you're losing money on buying off the marketplace. So you've got double diminishing returns because trade is now an actual currency, effectively. Which, again, you can't just go, as long as I've got really high energy generation, I'm fine. And actually it does add considerable value to just being good at something. So energy isn't a preferred trade currency. No, trade is now measured effectively in... So when you look at these, you see my trade stockpile. And so I'm always buying this in trade. So I buy this for whatever. Which means if I want to use energy, I need to sell it. So I'm already selling energy now at 0.7 value. If I do that, I've just lost a chunk on that. Which now means that if I'm then buying minerals, say, not only am I now losing, the more I trade in, the lower value. I can't just keep spamming that button and then go over here and keep spamming this button, because I'm getting double screwed on the exchange rates both ways. It also massively encourages, I think, in multiplayer. I've not really tried it yet enough in single player to see if you can do it, but direct trades. So direct trades between people, rather than just going, oh, I've dumped a whole bunch of energy on the market, or I've dumped a whole bunch of whatever on the market, the price will be cheap. Like direct trade to trade is important. And given that it's very clear that what they're doing with this is I think what they're doing here is very much testing of what they want to do with economy in Stellaris 2. That's very clearly what this is about. And the hint I'm picking up from that is they really want to look in terms of diplomacy about making it so that there's more... Galactic trade isn't just clicking magic boxes. Galactic trade is genuinely about building up trade relationships with other races.
Colony establishment has begun.
Right, can we build that now? We can. Get you down. Right, you're down. We've got the other colony ship building. We'll survey these out. They shouldn't jump that. That's unjumpable, so that's fine. So we do actually kind of want to look out here. We maybe want to push out to there if we can. I know these are tomb worlds, but... Oh, they're a hive mind. Are they a happy hive mind? They're suspicious of us, but they don't hate us. What they like as a race. Ingenious, adaptive, natural sociologists, sedentary, slow breeders. I mean, we'll probably murder them at some point, but I don't feel the need to now. Given that we don't know what these neighbours are. I feel like we probably want to... Like, they're contained. They can't grow bigger. So an early game non-aggression pact with them is quite useful, given that we don't want their planets yet. And no one else can eat them apart from us. I think we eat them the moment we can sell their entire race into slavery. So for now, we probably just want to sweeten them up. And energy is probably the easiest way to do that, but let's see. No, they really like food. Let's give them a ton of food. This is better now as well. Because races now don't just care about energy, they do genuinely seem to care more about the different things.
Construction complete.
Don't let Torty him and give him food. It's actually Torty, yeah.
System survey concluded.
Sorted. I mean, frankly, if we can, we'll get an early game defense pact with them as well. Arguably no harm in guaranteeing their independence, because it'll make them like us more. I mean, given that's our early game expansion, a big expansion push over, we could actually flip our stance. Like right now we're expansionist. They get a colony dev speed. I think maybe we flip off of that to cooperative. Right, how are we looking here? So we still got 975 civilians we could push into different jobs. Energy is really where we want them to be. Because we really need to get our other planets down. Right, you've built that. I suspect... Right, let's get this colonized. So this is going to be one of our mining worlds, isn't it? It's not an amazing mining world. It's going to be a mining world specialty. So you are going to be a mining world. I mean, actually, maybe it isn't. I suppose it is for now. This will be... Fresh Hope's our last one. This is return to growth. I mean, this also actually means that this doesn't necessarily need to be our shipyard, but it's not the end of the world that it's over there. Let's upgrade you.
Anomalous readings registered.
Now, Build that there. I think we will flip that one onto automate for now.
Anomalous readings registered.
I'm not in a massive hurry unless this turns out to have
System
like
survey
12 minerals on.
concluded.
Which it
Council
doesn't.
agenda ready.
Then I think we do push
Construction
out to
complete.
there. Like, that's a choke point. That effectively gives us the whole bottom of the corner of the galaxy with 2 choke points.
An alien nation is hailing us.
Right, that got us the space whales. Maybe you go on anomaly duty. We still haven't found a precursor yet. Is one of these going to be a precursor? Can we see that on here? No. If you're going to have a precursor event, it's normally within range of your home planet. Start researching anomalies.
Construction completed. Research concluded. Construction completed.
Sure you don't fancy a defense pact? Don't really need Grand Archive yet. I think we take the Unity boosts. Primordial Soup. Aerostat colonies. I'd really like it if you could just say, I want you to go and... He's definitely our anomaly guy now. Like, almost automate him to just say, just go around researching anomalies.
Construction completed.
So effectively, we don't have a choke point with these guys down here, but they're never going to have more than 4 planets. There's an auto-research lock behind tech. It's so not anymore. Well, it kind of is and it isn't. So the other thing they have introduced with this, which I quite like, is these. Actually, we should really be focused on exploration right now, because that's what we're doing. So as you get through these stages, the rewards on these will give you guaranteed things like to do a tech or stuff like that. So it's quite a nice system of making it so that when you hit certain stages, the game guarantees you that you will have access to certain things. Right, next up, probably Unity boost, because we always suffer with Unity early game. You head over there and build an outpost.
We have detected an anomaly.
Receptive. That is a good sign.
Blocker cleared. Construction completed.
Right, do me a little
Blocker
loop
cleared.
around here. And then we'll work out what we do. Crew's recovered the reflective polygonal object near AZ-11. Bring it on board for detailed study. The object's most intriguing quality is its ability to reflect most types of low-frequency energy beams directed towards it. High-frequency energy beams, however, remain unaffected. Specimen obtained. Sonically reflective prism. Ooh.
Construction completed. A new world has been colonized.
Right, these worlds are both down. The other thing I've very much learned is, because of the way they've rebalanced this, you just very much dump down 2 of them. That's your starting setup on these planets. Just start optimizing early. A mirror for sound. It's just a war. True. Right, core no longer needs to be this. Early on, it's going to be a trade hub, so let's swap you for a trade hub. Don't need that anymore, so you can go hydroponics. Fleet hub. There we go. Right, that's someone out that way. So I think we build out to there. Let's see if there's anything interesting around here. If there's anything interesting around here, we'll nab one of these systems, or a few of these systems, but if not, we're stopping there. For now, at least. Another interesting encounter. So over there again. That will probably be Carabineers. Let's bring what might be an alien prison onto our ship. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Ooh, hang on. Was that fresh hope? It is. Change of fucking plan, lads. And lasses. You're the ag world now. Dig deeper.
Construction completed.
Let's find ourselves a Balrog. Do we go deeper again? I feel like I'm going to take a copy of the backup copy of the save before I do this. Isn't there like a genuinely low chance that you effectively release a space Balrog? I'm sure there's a space Balrog risk.
Research concluded.
What do we want? Oh, also these now create specialist workshops rather than just giving you a generic tech boost, which I really like. Take strike craft.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
See, again, we want to take that. Normally I'd take fusion, but we really need to get those specialisms unlocked as quickly as possible.
Construction completed.
Oh, we didn't get an extra burst beyond that, but we still got like, so basically that's now got exceptionally quality minerals, which adds, we now got an extra 8 mining districts. And we get minerals from jobs plus 25%. So that really needs renaming. That's now just deep dig. Now look at that. That's now got more mining districts than the planet's size.
Construction completed.
Right, probably next up. Let's take the Edict Fund. Planet there.
Ship upgrade.
Size 16
applied.
Arctic world. Size 40. It's a lot of Arctic worlds around. I mean, I guess there's no harm in it. Planets are nice. Ooh, here we go. Here's our
Situation
precursors.
log has been updated.
Strange signals we've detected within this system are originating from an ancient communication station orbiting Z13893. The message appears to be the old broadcast from a forgotten civilization. The results are scientists having some difficulty deciphering. They suggest boarding the station to interface with... I don't... Which one is this? The Ad Acaria. I don't think I know that one. I don't know that one, chat. He's our head of research, so we get him statistician. Yeah, story. Right, we'll let him finish those anomalies off, and then he's going to come back and start on that. Now, I know it's going to drive us into deficit, but I think we get a research labs down here. Still got 800 citizens we can employ. So I think we do research labs and 2 more of them. You haven't touched HSR second of that. Yeah, I should probably give HSR a pick up. I just don't have time. Everything else going on, I should pick it up. Try and do a burst on Monday, maybe.
An alien nation is Hades.
Ooh, a peaceful megacorp. That's actually really nice for us. Because we don't need to necessarily expand in that direction. I have backache today. We don't necessarily need to expand in that direction, and if they're peaceful megacorp, we can let them build branch offices. I think Archaeoengineers isn't necessarily going to benefit us right now. I want us to be Archaeoengineers, but not yet. Did you miss a lesson? It's sort of an ongoing lesson. So if you have questions about economies, what we're doing. So the key thing really is you just really do need to specialize and push early for the booster techs that will give you those specializations. So, like push for field modulation, push for the energy version, push for the mining version, because they then unlock the next stage on that, which is the specialized version. And the moment you can specialize planets, you are swimming in stuff. You really do need specialized planets in a way that you kind of didn't need to in previous version. Or you could just get away with not doing it. And similarly, it means that these chaps here may not want energy credits because they're not really energy credits anymore, they're just energy. And they might be generating good energy. So they're going to give me 4 for that. They'll give me 6 for food. So do you see what I mean? Actually, like, whereas previously you just instantly dump energy on people to build up relations, like now, do that. And yeah, the other thing that's really catching people out is market. Because market goods are now sold, trade is now a currency in its own right. You used to be able to just build to get lots of energy, sell lots of energy, instantly go buy stuff. Now you're getting hit twice by the exchange rate if you're doing that. So actually, it is massively in your interest to build out a really strong trade planet quite quickly. To the point where, what's their planet preference? Continental. A thrifty, quarrelsome, and weak. If they were any good, I would probably give a migration contract just to get them onto a decent planet that we could do some energy stuff with. Would you advise to migrate pops to your colonies early on? Depends. I haven't been doing it. As long as you get your colonies down quickly, like, I find they grow at a reasonably natural speed. And what you can do early game is, like, building out your empire capital quite heavily early on been bringing significant benefits, because early game it really does become the thing that can really carry you in terms of alloy production and actually administrative offices. The two most critical buildings to get down quickly now, I think, are luxury residences and an admin offices, because the luxury residences deals with all of your early amenities and housing problems in a single building, and the administrative offices means that you stay positive in Unity early on, and the fact that you now have civilians that can effectively instantly move into those jobs is super useful. And then I'm tending to go generator always, because energy still is just about the most useful of the three, of the main resources, the core diggable resources. So generally speaking, going energy with your early planet is great, unless you instantly stumble across a planet that would be better for energy. If you stumbled across an early colony that was really good for energy, that had bonuses on it, I would probably migrate a bunch of population there, and yeah, then super boost that for energy. Improves the growth curve having more in secondary planets. Yeah, but that's also why, like, I don't mind if these planets grow relatively slow now, because I've actually got them focused. So Deep Dig is our mining world, because we just got the bonuses for that. That's going to grow nicely. Like, we're already starting to fill up our worker jobs there. I'm fine. I'm happy with that. And just the bonus of having the extra stuff on my core, like, I'm now not really going to have to worry about my core planet for a long time once I get these research labs and generator districts down.
Anomalous readings registered.
And the reality is I want to terraform so many of these worlds before we do anything out this way anyway.
Construction completed.
But ultimately it depends on what
Construction
difficulty you're playing on
completed.
and how much you're min-maxing. Right, let's get you up to there. Like, if we can push out and lock this in, we will. Subterranean ocean, nice. Well, we got the odd factor over there.
System survey concluded.
Let's see who's up to what.
Construction completed.
Now, are you amenable to... You will do an embassy. Would quite like... Oh, they'll do a defensive pact. They're the ones we want the defensive pact with.
Construction
Because we
completed.
do want to eat the... So, probably want to do some improved relations with them. Like, we're going to be well off for planets. Been using the monthly trade option frequently for mineral supplies since building costs are fairly high early on. Yeah, I do feel that, like, minerals ends up being a really critical resource for you early on.
Research concluded.
So I do buy a ton of minerals early on, I have to say. Do want that trading company as quickly as possible. Let's do that.
System survey concluded.
Like, I am tempted, once we got this down, to see what we've got left in population in civilian terms lurking on that planet.
Construction completed.
This is really our border as far as we're going. Like, that's going to be our frontier station.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
If we can get that, we will. But... I'd rather lock in this little group down here.
Construction completed.
Right, that's working on our precursor.
System survey concluded.
Starbase down there. Go survey that, because we will get that if we can.
Research concluded.
They've got a way out there, but they don't actually have a lot of other ways out. There we go. So straight away we want that one so we can specialise. We need a new crime person to be nice. And then give them some actual fighty traits. Fertility preacher, I think, early on. Best song on the soundtrack. That does mean I assume our other Archon got booted out. A couple of spare officials here. Really much I want to do with them. Could fire them.
Construction completed.
I think we might fire them. They're probably quite expensive. $57 years old, and she's costing us $8 a month.
Research concluded.
Naval capacity again. Well, that said, we might go supremacy next anyway. Can't think anything else would be more useful. Supremacy. Hey, Spike. Suspect we will go supremacy. These are probably going to be, hopefully, be friendly neighbours, yeah. Defensive pact. So that we might want to build out. Probably just as a anchorage for now.
Construction completed.
Right. How are you looking? So you've got, economy-wise, jobs are filling up nicely. We could do with some specialist jobs. Given how boosted that is for energy, for mining, I feel like we can actually afford to specialize one of its slots on. Like, we could go civilian industry as its sort of secondary. Like, that goes civilian industry. And I think that goes... I probably Research Enclave? Archives, maybe? Push on Unity? Keep an eye out for a better research world, one that's got bonuses. Let's go Archives. If we're really lucky, we'll get out of the Relic world.
System survey concluded.
That hasn't been nabbed yet, so we will nab that. Just because it should give us a nice border. Right, you have done all of that kind of stuff, so do me a favour and just explore these. And then we'll worry about going back and surveying them.
Construction completed.
So you can see already our balance is starting to work out. Which, given that we haven't even specialised down that path yet. Now we should now be able to ag farm specialise, yeah. So we will do that relatively soon.
Blocker
Mineral scanners.
An alien nation is hailing us.
Technocratic dictatorship, that's not bad for us. We will seek friendly relations. Oh, they beat us to that one. That's annoying. It's not the end of the world, but we got plenty of planets. Mildly annoying, but not the end of the world. I think what we will probably do rather than bribing them is, I think we can flip to cooperative now. That's going to reduce border friction and should just start to generate positive vibes. That might mean we need to think about eating them as soon as we kind of want to. There we go, there's an embassy already. And they'll take a non-ag package out of the box. Perfect. That saves us building up star bases. I think we therefore do supremacy as our initial unlock.
Research concluded.
We can already actually have other fleets. Let's copy that template. Get a second fleet down. We can afford it. Market. Like I say, the double dipping on trade value I really like. Like, it forces you to do this. I think we probably maybe even do want to push on research. You can always flip stuff later. There you go. So that's the specialization for minerals. So we can now do agricultural focus. And what that's going to do is unlock the slots that allow you to build the extra bonuses for agricultural specialism buildings. You might as well build them.
Council agenda ready.
Actually, no, cancel that. Can you get there first? You can get there first. You should get there first. Expand the council. We do technically have a spare council slot. Our Minister of State should be an industrialist because they are one of our planetary governors.
Construction completed.
Yeah, I think we are going to get there first. Yep.
We are being hailed.
Those are the people we're planning on eating. Let's keep them on side for now, it's fine. Ooh, the propaganda station. Boarding the station caused few problems, though navigating the structure was difficult. While it is surprisingly well preserved, in part due to the advanced composition of the external shielding, the narrow corridors and the low ceilings provided a challenge for our team. The interior of the outpost provides few clues as to the nature of its former owners, save for the large sheets of a paper-plastic mixture decorating the walls. These posters depict stylized imagery of individuals of an unknown organic species. Their appearance is notable, standing tall and resolute before a background of conquest and celebration. The visuals are clearly designed to instill a certain sense of pride and kinship. The transmission mainframe itself is just as much of a mystery. Initially, our engineers believed it to be analog in nature, akin to what we've seen in pre-FTLs. However, beneath the buttons and dials lay a complex arrangement of electronic circuitry made from alloys yet unknown to us. Our scientists suspect this civilization may have skipped several steps of development in computer science, which explains the anachronistic mix of technology. Nevertheless, after a series of trial and error, our linguist manages to decipher the first of many recorded broadcasts. Fascinating indeed. Right, we're starting to get unhappiness here, so we do need to slam down our...
We are being hailed.
Now, who's sending this for? Yeah, the Megaport Corp want a commercial pact. Perfect. Incredible leadership. Okay.
Construction
Unified
completed.
Council. Sure.
We are being hailed.
I think we do go supremacy. Do we? We're doing... We're well set. What do we do, chat? Do we go... Like, supremacy is the obvious one to go with, because it just cements us and secures us in terms of fleets early on. And we can't unlock any of the psionic stuff or anything like that yet anyway. I think unyielding is less useful to us. We've got friendly neighbours. We don't have a lot of wormholes to worry about yet. So I think actually that's fine. So to my mind, I do think we just focus on our fleet setups. Like, I guess the other option would be domination, as we are that kind of empire. We have a lot of planets. Aptitude for the strong leaders. I mean, yeah, it's nice. I mean, the leadership upkeep drops are quite nice. We are kind of space pressure. I feel like domination or supremacy. Like, domination basically boosts our output, boosts our edicts, counts our experience gain. Let's go domination.
Council agenda available.
Yeah, I agree, chap. Let's go domination.
An alien nation is hailing us.
Ooh, curators. We met curators. Oh, they're down there. Nice. Let's get some curators locked in. Right, the Megacorp wants a tech deal. We'll definitely do a tech deal with the Megacorp. Right, let's push for the creators, for the curators. We've got a nice little corner of the galaxy here. You are going to want to be there. What we really need is terraforming. We've got a nice set of worlds here. We just need terraforming.
Construction completed.
Yeah, they're not a great one. Right, let's just do a quick health check on the planets. That's starting to... That's definitely the point where it needs its luxury housing. And to be fair, the mining world isn't far off. Now, this should also now be able to build its food processing units. So yeah, let's build up some minerals. It's worth it. Because we're going to be able to specialize that shortly, and that. In the meantime, return to growth. Get your luxury residences down and get your food processing facilities. So again, what we're really doing here is hyper-optimizing. Now, remembering we haven't even got the edict turned on for this, and we should do.
Construction completed.
Got the energy edict yet? We don't.
Research concluded.
Do now. Get fusions, because we can't add anything useful to our ships until we got them. So policies and edicts. Capacity subsidies. We arguably don't need map stars now. An anomaly discovery chance is useful until we've done all those, I guess. So let's go capacities. It's still going to leave us under for now, that's fine. We could turn on one of these. Because we are generating quite a lot of gold at the moment. Let's get a recycling campaign going. I'm not that fussed about leaders gain. I feel like our leaders are gaining enough XP already. If anything, it's a problem because it eats into my unity generation.
We are being hailed.
I'm going to decline. Nothing personal. I speak to you not as a leader, but as a friend and a mentor. It cannot have gone unnoticed that the days are darkening and the skies are turning bitter. Even the stars themselves are hostile. But I have faith, as our benefactors had faith in us. Ooh, benefactors. I have faith in our purpose. I have faith in you. For centuries our people protected the stars from the worst of the barbarian hordes. It is our destiny to save the galaxy from these malicious forces, and destiny is not undone by a single setback. We will not be marred by malevolent legions conspiring against us. I believe in our mission. The Archaeology Convention of Benevolence brings truth and freedom to all civilizations. Yeah, I assume this conforms to the standard rule of nations naming themselves, which is they are the opposite of whatever they name themselves. So in the same way as like if your country calls itself the Democratic Republic of something, you know absolutely it's not democratic. I'm going to assume that if these guys are called the Archaeology Convention of Benevolence, they are anything but benevolent. And so, my fellow friends, let us not give in to doubt. Mourn our losses, yes, honour the fallen, and then let us come together as we have always done, for our benefactors, for the Archaeology Convention, for benevolence. Yeah, that's ominous. You get down there, let's go meet curators, get a station down there, be nice.
Research concluded.
Do we want Gene Corps this? I'd rather get... Let's get naval logistics. There's nothing worse than not getting naval logistics when you have the chance to get naval logistics.
Construction completed.
Then you can go scan that planet, because I hate having gaps. How would I assess my board? I'd say we're pretty damn strong. We have no direct threats on our borders. We are probably going to focus more on fleets earlier than they are. We have an eatable neighbor.
Construction completed.
We, again, by optimizing our planets, you can see already that we're starting. Population-wise, we're probably relatively small in comparison to our neighbors. I'd say we're probably on a roughly scientific par. Just pick up some civilians again. How are we looking? You can probably start to get another one of them. Return to growth. Looking all right. I'd say we've got potential to do well. I mean, if you look at the amount of worlds we've got, like, okay, a lot of these are tomb worlds, but we will eventually be able to deal with them. And in the meantime, we've got all of these alpines we can eat, and we've got a nice big tundra there. So I'd say our board position is very good, especially as, well, our short-term board position is very good. We're weak on wormholes or access to other bits, so we are going to have to go through our neighbors eventually. But at the same time, we have some, realistically speaking, right now, we wanted to turtle. There's only 2 star systems we'd effectively have to sit on to turtle, which is Ragul here and the Guntu. Like, build them into massive fortified positions and nothing can get through anyway.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
And we've got curators in our system. Right, what do we want? Monthly influence boost. This is the point of the game where that's most useful. Capital buildings and housing buildings provide an extra 100,000 each. That's nice. Unity per enforcers. That's council experience and edict fund. Let's go with the early influence boost. I'll take that now. Especially as we're still colonizing worlds and not getting the discounts anymore because we've changed our border policy. You are going to want to go there. Given how much food we're generating, I'm going to flip that to Off-World Trade Company. We kind of want to be saving energy because we are going to need to do a lot of terraforming. This guy is now cruel, which means they're getting fired. If they're ruling anything. Yeah, sorry. Absolutely getting fired there. And we will replace you. There's someone who's going to need to be on our council. Rather be an official. This person's fallible, but the Edict Upkeep is nice. Like, we don't like... We only like state-sponsored cruelty. Big fans of state-sponsored cruelty in this empire. Not fans of individual cruelty.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
That's the state's job. Right, we can now specialize mineral worlds. So, let's get some afterburners. He is excavating the archaeology site, so I'm tempted to give him... Is he any other... They're not doing any of the jobs for us. Archaeology's excavation speed boost, so you can have that. Is it possible as a player to do a great card thing in Stellaris? I mean, you kind of can, especially now you've got essentially space roaming people, which is quite cool. I don't think you can play as the actual Great Khan that spawns though, which I'd always like a bit more to do with the Great Khan.
Blocker cleared.
Some fusion missile stuff, that's good.
Completed.
Let's just keep clearing these while we can. It's easy to forget to clear them otherwise.
System survey
While there's not
concluded.
other stuff we're desperately trying to build, it's just a good time to start clearing some stuff. He is now ready to optimize, so
Blocker cleared.
optimize around mineral extraction.
Construction completed.
You can optimize around energy production
Construction
as well.
completed.
So we should get that going. That is... Caravaneers. Sorting through the data uncovered on the ancient station has proven a daunting task for our linguists. Several broadcasts have been flagged as particularly revealing, with some providing a glimpse into recorded conversations. So what have we got? To discuss the recent interference in the universal community, here is the most exalted Professor Akmani Sando and Doctor of all perceived existence, Emek Inna. The universal community continues to treat under-civilized worlds with the utmost disdain, but let me ask, these self-proclaimed guardians of galactic morality, is it not more unethical to revolve life-saving technologies, to behold those ideals that form the cornerstone of our triumphal society? Oh, were they like aggressive uplifters? Imagine you must be equally outraged at Unicom's tampering with our destiny. What I have to say now may shock you. Despite the stubbornness of the organization, I think an effort should be made to study Unicom's concern. Oh, right, yeah. So they cut him off at that. Working to get a Doctor of All Perceived Existence degree. Yeah, that'd be good. Canis Rufus, welcome to the stream. They were a dogmatic people. Seem to be a rather dogmatic people. Right. Fleets. You're in charge of that one. We won't put an Abra in charge of this yet, because it'd just be an unnecessary expense. Once we expand the council, we will. Maybe? I don't know. So I think we got a job we can do that reduces bureaucracy.
Blocker cleared. Construction completed.
Right, you're just really on a bit of a survey chain now. So survey, 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 survey. That's all of our remaining systems to survey?
We are being hailed.
Space clickbait, yeah. Ooh. Is that going to be our buddies down here? Who wants to get themselves subjugated? It's the Megacorp. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't want a pet Megacorp? So we can't integrate them, that's fine, because we'd want them around. Independent diplomacy, don't mind that. Expansion permitted. I'd prefer not, but okay. Overlord conflicts defensive, and subject conflicts defensive. That's all fine for now. I'm okay with that. I'm guessing they're blocked in.
We are being hailed.
Does that lose us their commercial pact with them? Does that mean they can't build stuff on our... You cannot build a commercial pact. Disloyal attitude. Lads, you asked for this. Don't blame me. You guys asked for this. Pretty fucking generous deal, if you ask me. I wonder if you turn him into a tributary. I mean, you're getting eaten, mate. Right now, I'd be more inclined to take one with a raw technocracy. I bet they will. I kind of feel slightly bad for them.
We are being hailed.
Maybe we leave them alive as a... I mean, we don't really need their planets. It just makes us look untidy. But there's nothing in their systems that we really want. Like, unless there's something really cool in that system. Which we could go check. Because we have open borders. Like, they're just kind of bird people trying to live their bird people life. Tell you what, you go over there. You go over there and have a look. Yeah, if they've got like a bird megastructure, then we'll... Otherwise, I'm tempted to vassalize them. Okay, they're now loyal, so they should. Yeah, looks like we just needed a month tick on it. 10-lane KFC drive-through. I mean, we'd definitely go for that. Like, what is the best vassal setting for a megacorp? Do you turn them into a tributary? Because presumably they're just basically generating obscene levels of energy. Because they're a fucking megacorp. And I love that you can now do like things like crop development hub here. Just going to give you a boost. Like, again, I really like how they've specialized planets. You've got plenty of worker jobs at the moment. In fact, I'm more inclined once you build out, hit the work, start throwing up civilians to stick down there. We do need some luxury houses. Let's get some luxury residents down. Core, how are you looking? You have unhappy people. Probably are at the point where we need to actually think about doing something about that. Now, we probably do want to throw precinct houses down. We should have some already, actually. We don't really need the stronghold. It's not really doing us a lot of benefits. We could go with more luxury houses. More luxury houses.
Construction completed. Situation log has been updated.
Caravaner ship, we're going to have a look at that. Yeah, like there's nothing there. Do we vassalize the burbs? We can't conquer them yet, really, because the planet types are so different. The only reason kind of not to would be if we wanted those worlds. But I feel like, I mean, we're not short on planets. Yeah, we'd have to abandon the world straight away because it's the exact opposite of the kind of worlds we did. So we'd either have to give them full species rights and just not have them as slaves, or abandon the planets and then terraform them later. So effectively all we'd be doing is murdering the birds to get some more empty planets, of which we have planets already, and creating a short-term issue for ourselves as we depopulate them because we can't sell them as slaves yet. So it just feels to me like actually there's no harm in having them. Essentially what we need to do is defense pack them, and I bet you they'd go for it, they'd offer to be subjects.
Research concluded.
Some basic combat rules.
Council agenda available.
That can now upgrade, which is good because then we can get another requirement. What do we decide we were going to do here? Do we go science temporarily?
Ship upgrades applied.
Mining purification plants. Let's buy some more minerals. Definitely use a lot more early game minerals now.
We are being hailed. Ship upgrades applied.
One-time delivery to a single colony only. Bunk beds are guaranteed to last 80 years, increasing housing by 10% for the duration. I mean, like, it's a temporary housing boost, like, for a ton of alloys. Like, where's the value? Like, otherwise I'm just going to need more housing again in 80 years anyway. Look at how good your bunk beds are. Not worth it. And Space IKEA can do one.
Council agenda ready.
Research Research
Now I
concluded.
do want to rearrange the council. So I think we want the bureaucrat upgrade to drop, because I think that's really useful.
We are being hailed.
And I think we should have someone who can go straight into that job. Don't at the moment, so it'll be an official. Yes. Oh, that's tempting. Yeah. Probably assembly patterns. Very close to improved strike craft. So we give them independent democracy. Again, do we want to set them to any specific type? Quite happy to let them not do anything here. And I'm quite happy to say we'd go into all their wars, because they're not going to start any fucking wars. They haven't got any borders. So that gives us a lot of points to play with here. So we could take more than one holding. Science type. Yeah, I mean, we would like a scholarium. Can't go wrong with the scholarium. Like, the irony is, if you go that, and none, and all, like, we could go restrictive voting. So they have to vote with us, which is all we really care about. Squeeze in an extra holding? Yeah, we can get an extra holding out of them. Okay, I think that's fair. Just need a bit more influence. Okay, we'll do that. Ooh, there's psionic abilities. Another broadcast has been flagged as noteworthy, although clearly a dramatic work. It does provide us with some useful conflicts. It's come to my attention that you visited Entuda Sarman again last night. I thought you had forsaken them in favour of our love. I assure you it was merely a courteous visit. Now that I am committed to you and no one else. That is what your mouth says, but your mind, it tells me something else. Something different. No, fool. Yes, I too. I discovered my psionic gifts just last night. And what I imagined would be a joyful exploration of our deepest feelings became one of despair. The treason in your thoughts. You don't understand. My mind, I cannot help it. I cannot help but see this path as rational. Oh, Riwen, if only your new psionic gifts allowed you to read my heart instead of my mind. Sonic powers in Gear 3 would be a thing. Get the Alien Drama Enthusiast modifier for 12 months, which gives a cinephile and ethics attraction. Love your voice acting. You've got to put the F in. Or we can be alien drama haters. I feel like we really enjoyed the alien drama. We're an alien drama fan. Right, come on. I kind of don't want to shut this dialogue because we've set it all up. It's going to take us, what, a year? Right, I'll head of research and get some more traits. I can't leave this open for like ages.
System survey concluded.
Oh, we're only 9 away. No, we're getting close. 7. We'll do this. We'll get there. So close. Definitely carrying on this game off screen. I really enjoyed this. We got a really nice setup in the galaxy. This.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Oh, they won't accept. Why won't they accept? Oh, it's the lost research they don't like. Is there anything we can do to sway that? Maybe we take them as regular vassals for now, and then we look at changing it once we've got them on board. We give them other resources. And we could do. Like, it's a lot to overcome though. Oh, that's 313. Two, 7, 8. Even if we gave them tons of resources, I bet they wouldn't. Yeah. We'd be giving them a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we could just... If they won't do it peacefully, there is another option. We could break that. But these chaps, would they renegotiate? If we went tributary, they probably will. They probably will renegotiate. Okay. I say we give him a little bit. See if we can get him peacefully. If we can't get him peacefully, there is a non-peaceful option. And they would do well to remember that as a species. Our patience is not infinite.
System survey concluded.
I've still got a reasonable amount of mining jobs. Generating good food. We could actually dump down. And the issue with doing it, you've got double luxury residences here. I mean, I suppose we're going to need them eventually, so it's not the end of the world. Our linguists have also translated several news items. They believe this broadcast in particular is worth paying attention to. Reports coming in from the Halios system draw an increasingly dire picture. The cowardly Solfant Authority ambushed our brave Enlightenment forces at location An Upsal. Nevertheless, our exalted leadership stated that the process will not be interrupted. As quoted, "Our patrons didn't give up on us, and neither shall we leave any underdeveloped civilization behind." Rumours have also surfaced of a possible collaboration between the wicked barbarian authorities and representatives of Unicom. Unicom's ambassador, however, denies the interstellar community communicated with any of the barbarian oppressors and states. This is yet another instance of convenient paranoia from our exalted leadership. But with or without powerful allies, the Solfani Enlightenment process is in a critical state. It will not be easy to turn this around, but unfortunately the rest of the broadcast is too corrupted to be deciphered. Interesting. Right, that is done then. Is that the end of that as an archaeology chain? That feels premature for a precursor event. Maybe another clue will pop up shortly. In the meantime, you can go back onto anomaly duty. I also am enjoying your dramatic readings. You're going to read a lot of text in Stellaris. You might as well go full
System
voice.
survey concluded. We are being hailed.
Ha. We've charged these big scorn raking havoc. Of course, we're very sad to hear damage on. We've cited indeed allows to help with a special one-time super deal. Oh, you gotta love the racket. Yeah,
Knowledge is the
tell us
key
how
to
to
the
work with things.
universe.
Right, so we do have a new site we can explore. Cosmic weather forecast. Useful. Well, I'm guessing the Burbs might have realized their scenarios are limited. Welcome to the party. We will be renegotiating your contract. Ah, right, so that is our new... Someone uncovered evidence of an alien civilization. That's got to be our... Okay, change of plan. Right, escalator. Right, can we renegotiate our contract with these guys now? Can. Okay. I think we do want them as a tributary. Officials get one random trait. Officials with a Prospectorum trait can be traded with the Overlord. Interesting. Oh, I kind of feel like that's the most useful to us. They're happy being a Prospectorum. Which means they're going to give us 30% of their basic stuff, which is great. And they get 15% of their advanced. We do have to match their research. So we need to build up our research a bit more. But that's fine, because we're just going to boost on research anyway. We'll have to do a really quick short-term boost on research. Overlord War's defensive. We're on restrictive voting. So it's on a -4 loyalty. We kind of need to get that onto more loyalty. We could go none. They don't have to come into our wars. That's no change in loyalty. Means we can't have any holdings at the moment. I think maybe we go no conflicts and we go with one holding. And then we look to change that later on. This is the Megacorp, not the Burbs. Right, they're disloyal, but I'm hoping that will change.
Knowledge
No,
is
their
the
loyalty's
key to the
dropping.
universe.
So we probably do need to do something to get the Burbs more loyal. Storm relief centers are quite nice. Let's go Starbase upgrades. Yeah, look, our research has dropped significantly, so we're going to need to really boost, probably on the Agri World, because we did go archives here. Okay, I think we're going to do that. And we'll probably shift some population from there over. Because we could lose some farmers from here. I mean, we could lose minerals from here now. Basically, I think we ship a whole bunch of scientists out to... Yeah.
System survey concluded.
Because we've halved our research. Like, we've massively boosted our income on a lot of these bits. So it's good. Especially as they're still expanding. They should hit someone soon.
Forms.
In fact, if their workers upgrade into those jobs, that's fine. If they upgrade into those jobs, what we'll then do is shift the agri workers off of core. Right, that boosts our edict fund. We can probably do some more edicts. Yeah, we're running well below our edict cap. But isn't actually anything else we could do? Research subsidies, I'd guess, once we get the Unity for it.
System survey concluded.
I mean, like, told you they'd be generating a lot of energy.
Blocker cleared.
A bit of colony ships.
Knowledge is
Send
the
it.
key to the universe.
Team arrived safely and quickly got to work surveying our new surroundings. Recent cosmic storm plagued the system and covered enough layers of dust. Layers of sand covering the remnants of an entirely different composition surrounding soil. Only have ended up here through great force, such as extremely volatile planetary storm. Interesting.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Admin park upgrade is nice. That's planetary build steed. I mean, that is nice, but I do think we want them first. Right, looking at our edicts. Energy credit upkeep is fine. We're rolling in energy credits. And we could do one more. I mean, the general stability boost in government ethics and attraction is nice. Let's go with that. Core can upgrade. You should be an empire capital if you're not already. Right, you now have all of that. which I guess means a whole bunch of your farmers are now not farming, which is fine. So what we're actually going to do is resettle some workers from core. Now I assume these are the same. I can move 300 workers over. Let's do that. So that boosts them back up. We're already running on those. So we are creeping back up on research again. We're still kind of low on research. So getting a research planet down when we can get some terraforming is a bit of a priority.
System survey concluded.
I assume they've left those jobs, but actually what we want to do now is replace these generator districts.
Council agenda ready.
Council, we want a head of research. We definitely want a Lord High Admiral. Definitely want an admin coordinator. First contact infiltration, envoy harm relations, envoy improve relations. Less useful to us than Minister of Defense. Head of research is that guy. Stability, Edict Fund, that guy. Lord High Admiral is that guy, and that means it's now worth us hiring another leader. Now our Unity generation is starting to suck. Now we are hitting the point where we do kind of need to start expanding. I'm reluctant to take that world because the habitability and happiness drops, but I feel like we really ideally want to be terraforming it first.
We are being hailed. Construction completed.
Well, I mean, these are good figures to have with 3 planets. I think this is done, as it's highlighted, how you can kind of set up really well with just 3 planets, as long as you specialize appropriately. So we got our mining world, we've got our ag world, and our core is a generator world.
Situation log has been updated.
But we definitely hit the point where terraforming was kind of needed. And because of that, actually, we need to start probably dropping down some resource silos. Even if it's just temporarily. We can always change them up later. Drifting
Situation
capsule.
log has been updated.
We got leaders not doing anything, because if so, someone's getting fired. Our physics research really needs some work.
Situation log has been updated.
Observe moon impact. Where is that one? It's there.
Construction completed.
Right, we're even still technically positive on consumer goods, and given how many research centres we're running, that's pretty impressive.
The special project has concluded.
Desiccated organs filled with sand, their nails drawn down from struggle. Each corpse was outfitted in heavy pre-FTL military equipment and armed with projectile weapons. What we thought was an abandoned city was in fact a mass grave. It's possible these specimens might be eons old, but due to their complete isolation from ultraviolet radiation, reactive chemicals, the organic remains and gears have been meticulously preserved. What happened to them here remains unknown. Ooh. Let's study that capsule.
Construction completed.
Actually, you should really build that one out.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Terraforming! There we go. Beauty. Yeah, so our research is back up to where it was. Ah, these guys are back to loyal again. Nice. Okay. How would you feel about being a Scholarium? They will do it. So it's interesting. They'll specialize, but before they'll specialize, you kind of want to just default vassalize them first. Yeah, we can get some other stuff from that, but we can't do any of it until we've got enough influence. So see if we can get up to that in the next 7 minutes, because I've got to finish then, because I don't want to miss the start of the Grand Prix. It'd be nice if we could finish by getting the bird people done. Because there's a cost to modifying their contract. Actually, there's an easy way to do that. If I cancel that, that's going to refund a bunch of stuff. So if we were to flip them to a Scholarium, They would be initially disloyal. But we say expansion permitted. They join none of our conflicts. We join all of their conflicts because they're not going to get in any. And we unify sensors. That gives us a loyalty gain. And we could get another holding out of them. There we go. We should actually be able to build some stuff and assess that capitalism. Did we not agree any holdings with them? Did we have to agree no holdings? I can't remember. No, we can build a holding. So we could... Overlord traders transfer subject energy credit to the Overlord in exchange for amenities. So that produces 26 a trade for us. Or we do the one that boosts their loyalty. Let's get an Emporium down.
Research concluded.
Dyson swarms. Ooh, we can release a storm.
The special project
Absolutely.
has concluded. Situation log has been updated.